Now it's play for Ginebra San Miguel at the start of the fourth quarter. They have an 8-point lead at 88-80. Good comeback here by Pepsi Chico Lozano being harassed by the lead by Channel, and a 10-second violation is called on Ginebra San Miguel.
And where did that turn over to the harassment done by Nening Valenciano? Meanwhile, the good doctor here.
Well, doctors actually, Dr. Ben Salud and Dr. Radito Sakilayan, there's two of them now.
Yes.
Here in the PBA. Jerry Castro has it against Sonny Kabaku. Here's Stefan. Posting up. Clark Stevenson having a tough time there, but still got away. Found some strings to work with.
Lead is down to 6 from a high of 18.
There's Stanley defense here. Good put up by Nadine Valenciano in the back court. Earlier up against Chico Lozano. Now down to Gonzago. Who's a near victim. In the meantime, here's our featured Tech 24 fast break. You'll see Jervis Cole with a slam dunk. In the meantime, Pidor Harencio getting up at the quarter court and missing Abdul Kiraban is fouled by Dante Gonzago from behind. That will be the third personal on Gonzago.
Big comeback now being staged by the Pepsi Hotshots. Finally, Coach Kumar has found a combination that works for the team.
Time, Ginebra San Miguel had an 18-point spread at one point in the third period, but that has since been tuned down to only 6 at 88-82.
5 on the shot clock for Pepsi.
Stevenson goes up for a jumper.
Good boxing out. No blue shirt inside that time.
Here's Harencio. Keep on watching him. Dante Gonzago. Cole with a jumper. And Sonny Kabaku working inside for the offensive rebound. Ball is tapped away though in favor of Ginebra San Miguel.
Sonny Kabaku lead providing a lot of grit and determination inside for Ginebra. Truly giving the team something they never quite had in the last few years, a legitimate center.
There's a steal by Mike Stevenson. Oh! It's too much weakness on that ball. On the finger roll. Sonny Kabaku getting open.
And that's a big 4-point swing in this game. Instead of the lead being down to 4, it's now back up to 8. Kabaku trying a 3-pointer.
And nobody there for the rebound for Pepsi. Dante Gonzago off to Pidor Harencio. Gonzaga to Jervis Cole. Cole trying to squeeze himself in between Stevenson and Carpio. And Clark Stevenson will have a hard time trying to lift this one down. Open shot. Too much top spin in the ball.
Could be a turning point in this game, although we still have a long ways to go. 9 minutes and 51 here in the fourth period.
Kenichi Ituri is in the game for Chico Lozano. 8 out of 15 for Jervis Cole from the free throw line. In his first game this year here in the PBA, he had 4 out of 9, I believe. He is concerned. He has a total of 12 rebounds, 5 of them offensively. Oh, trying to get away
With a quick move that caught Stevenson napping.
And Stevenson now has 4 personals.
If Cole makes these shots through the foul line, credit, half of the credit should go to the terrific entry pass given to him. And actually, they do credit those kinds of passes for assists, Ed, because they still lead to points. Even though there was a foul intervening.
In the the meantime, Jervis Cole gives Ginebra another two-digit advantage, 94-84, with 9 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Eugene Gilbert is traveling.
Gilbert a bit surprised at the call. Never seems to have dodged a bullet in the last couple of minutes.
Sonny Cabato, this side of the door, they cut in. Sonny Cabato has been having those quick eyes to spot people going inside. He's done that several times in this ballgame. Ginebra, returned by Ginebra.
Finally in double figures with 10.
They got 11. Yes. On Dante Gonzalez drive, another foul is going to be called. Putting Valenciano with his second personal. That is the third team foul for Pepsi. Ginebra only has one so far. Manny Victorino is back in the game for Carto.
It's another steady game for the Vigo Express, although his production not quite up to par.
Only has 5 points so far.
First game he had 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. In the big guard, small forward position.
In the meantime, Ginebra surges ahead again by 12 at 98-86. Here's Ginebra. That pass intended for Quintan is broken up by Chigo Arexo. It goes outside in favor of Ginebra San Miguel.
Pepsi now trying once again to pressure, apply some pressure. Cody bringing the ball up.
Manny Victorino tried to cut it behind. He clearly had the ball to save his goal. That won't go, but there is a foul called on Stevenson. That's going to be number 5.
I think it's part of the statute which to have the big man bring the ball up. We have a timeout.
59 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter of this game between Ginebra San Miguel and the Pepsi Cola Hotshots. Jervis Cole at the line. And another miss from it.
So I was going to say, he's just human after all. This is a very good all-around game. There's a chick in the armor. As I was saying, I was earlier, part of the XC system before was that the big men bring up the ball just in case the point guards were being applied pressure upon. That's why Idori can bring up the ball as much as even he could. Yeah, and you could see that also whenever somebody will be plays, their big men are often equipped to bring up the ball.
That's true. In the meantime, the count stands at 99-86. 13-point lead by Ginebra San Miguel. Sonny Cabato trying a lot of new moves in this ball game. I don't know what Sonny Jaworski has been feeding him, but, you know, he's had a lot of confidence.
Well, the confidence is always there. Maybe just needed some coaxing. I've been watching a lot of the Wizard of Oz lately.
You know, Arezzo in the meantime almost fumbled there. Felici gets a step on Stevenson. Good stretch by Felici. So Ginebra's going to town.
So this Twin Towers combination of Ginebra, Futuri, and Cabato really paying dividends in this game.
They have a 15-point lead. Eugene Gilban tries to take matters into his own hands as Felici truly handles the ball last before going out of bounds. Two-man substitution here for Pepsi. Alilor and Tayo coming in for Gilban and Valenciano. 2:40 to go in the game. Ginebra has to work hard to get that inbound pass.
And he also gets a foul. Cole, that's going to be the second of Cole.
.103 to 88 is the count. Sun numbers on Sonny Kabatu.
Yes, much improved over his first game. He didn't provide this kind of production every time he never plays. Then definitely that trade is beginning to look very good. A trade that sent Cuenca and his people to Swift for Kabatu and Harencho.
As you said, Ginebra San Miguel has been sorely waiting for a legitimate center. Well, Sonny Kabatu, that particular play actually was not as graceful as he was with the other moves, but a foul is called an out with Ginebra. There you see him holding him down. The warning is called on Funky Alaloa.
Sonny Kabatu, the first pick overall in the draft of 1985, which seems like ages ago.
Sonny Kabatu is now 8 out of 9 from the free throw line. Even that is vastly improved his numbers from the charity line. 90% shooting for this game.
He also made us look good in that play.
Oh, yeah.
By converting the 2 free throws.
Ginebra leads by 16.
Stevenson tried to draw a 3-point play. Has to settle for the basket. Still a lot of time remaining. I'm sure Pepsi hasn't quite given up on this game. It's an 8-0 run. They just put them back. Of course, that's easier said than done. Now we're committing another foul that just gets it. And again, 16 fouls now for Pepsi, 2 on Ginebra.
We did see Pepsi go to Hotshots come back several times in this ballgame. They were down by 12 back in the first quarter, by 18 in the third. Although they didn't quite catch up, they were able to pull down that lead. Harencho sees an opening. Good lead under the basketball. Polka and Aloha spots better to Torino. And he's gone.
So Pepsi better make sure of their fast break layups now. Going back to that big miss by Stevenson, but really, I really believe that was the turning point of this game. Just in case Pepsi goes on to lose this one. Not to blame Stevenson though, it was just a matter of bad breaks.
Yes. There's Sonny Kabatu. And that really brought the house down. Stevenson pulling up. And there was nobody among the blue shirts inside the paint to try and contest the rebound.
It's the size of your opponent's lead and your shot selection is inversely proportional and your team is in a lot of trouble.
Well, then that time Sonny Kabatu first is not too far.
And Torino with a good stretch drive. The lead is down to 12, under 5 minutes remaining in this game.
Yes, time down to 4:35 remaining. Service call. Felici Turi. Harencho.
It's not really been a productive evening for Harencho.
And Talio getting it from both sides there. And the foul is called on Felici Turi. That's his second. Only the third team foul for Ginebra San Miguel, while Pepsi is already saddled with 6.
Bennett Pollard is pulled out. Bennett Pollard comes in, pulling out Tito Harencho, and Pollard is now going to have to play the point along with Dante Gonzalo. One of them will be playing the point, rather.
But Bennett Pollard had some glorious moments back in the first half.
Yes, 10 points in the second period for Bennett Pollard.
Felici Turi with his third personal. Sonny Kabatu gets a well-deserved rest. And a big round of applause from the Ginebra fans.
Chico Gonzalo is abused by the heroics of Sunny Kabatu earlier on.
The foul is a rise of Pepsi. Mark Stevenson misses on a free throw as Joy Casio comes in for Abed Gidabet. Numbers on Mark Stevenson certainly very impressive. But he misses both chances from the 4.5-meter line.
Pepsi needs all the points they could get. That's so those shots could have trimmed the lead to just 10 points, Ed.
Yes. Here's Gonzalo working against Alvaro. Felici Turi. Pacheco Gonzalo loses the handle. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And a tap out by Manny Victorino. So the shot clock will move to 2 seconds. That's the new rule. We have a timeout by Ginebra. Tight inbounds pass there with 2 seconds to work with, but there is a foul given up against Jervis Cole by Joy Casio. That's going to be foul number 4 on him. As the Pepsi bench.
Some guys have not seen action. Not Anton, Peter Aguilar. The other guys, Leo Austria, who started out at the point for Pepsi tonight.
107 to 95. It is a 12-point lead by Ginebra.
Jervis Cole feeling probably that he won't be missing too many free throws the rest of the way.
Well, that may both.
Yeah.
And more importantly, he puts Ginebra up at top by 14 now at 109 to 95. Manny Victorino working against Chico Loizaga. There's a tap by Chico. Victorino goes the other way. And the foul is called on Chico Loizaga.
Yes, Manny Victorino throwing the second personal foul on Chico Loizaga. And if you take a look at this, it gives you meaning to the term shooting on the way down.
Joy Casio tries to take off Felici Turi. Double team clamped down on him by Jervis Cole, but it will be a team charge for his fourth personal. 16 foul for Ginebra, while Pepsi is already in the penalty. Joy Casio at the line.
Pepsi has stubbornly hung on to the coattails of Ginebra in this game. Derek Mark issuing some more instructions or comments at least to the guy beside him, Steve Watson.
Joy Casio slips at the lead of Ginebra San Miguel, which now stands at 12. Chico Loizaga off to Dante Gonzalo. Bennett Ballard with a mismatch against Mark Anthony Sally decided to go for the long shot. However, Chico Loizaga hands in. Felici Turi will give up another foul. That's number 5.
And the 17th foul for Ginebra, so they cross the penalty barrier with 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the game.
Scott is slowing it down for Pepsi.
It's strange for a team that's down by 12 at the moment.
Stevenson's still pretty active though. Manny Victorino gets open, and good eyes there by Mark Stevenson, who should be credited with the assist.
Well, Ginebra trying to put a lot of pressure on Stevenson. That left one of his teammates open.
Jervis Cole spots an opening.
Manny Victorino has been swatting away at flies all evening long.
That's the 4th personal on Manny Victorino. Antonio Parayo is going to be sent in for Felici Turi.
Also played a good, solid all-around game for Ginebra. Probably not too many points, but he was providing some of the intangibles, so to speak. Or maybe not for Jervis Cole.
He has been having a miserable time from the free throw line.
Compensating just right that time.
Ginebra lead is 11 points, 110-99. By Stevenson. There's Jervis Cole getting charged with a blocking foul. And he reacted.
Stevenson also got the basket to go.
So it's a three-point play opportunity here for Mark Stevenson. Oops. Didn't get the cutback.
Brayden Powell pulled out,
which he actually picked up back in the first quarter, I believe. Or second quarter when he picked up his fourth. Lead is down to 8, by the way, 110-102 with 2.5 minutes remaining.
still time for Pepsi, but they must stop Ginebra from scoring.
Chito Leizaga up against Carpio. Wild shot there by Chito. Oh, good steal by Dondra Palayo. Gonzalo was all alone down there. And now we got to go to reverse.
Another wasted opportunity for Pepsi.
Now that's the last 2 minutes of this ball game, brought to you by Emperador Brandy. Enjoy it like a king. Stevenson hemmed in.
There's no feeling.
David Carino was right there. It's down again to an 8-point lead, a minute and 44 to go. Palayo in the back court, the line with the over to Chito Leizaga. Back to Palayo. Back to Gonzalo, beating the ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock of Ginebra. Down to 4. Gonzalo from the corner. And there's the 25-second shot clock. That's not going to count. The buzzer had gone off before Horatio could tip it in. Tough break there for Ginebra.
Yes, those are the rules. May not be perfect, but everybody abides by them.
Yes. Only a minute and 15 to go. 8-point lead by Ginebra. Carpio is open for a 3-point shot. Triple D won't go. Jervis Cole has the rebound. There's a loose ball foul.
Yes, Poppy just can't get his guns blazing long enough from the long court tonight. 5 fouls to Joey Carpio.
We see that foul again here. And we have a timeout by Ginebra.
Timeout, Ginebra, San Miguel.
Only a minute and 8 seconds remaining in the ball game. Ginebra San Miguel trying to protect an 8-point lead at 112-104. Coach Sonny Jaworski just called a timeout. In the meantime, we're going to have Eugene Kilban coming in for Mark Anthony Calvo on the Texacola side. Jervis Cole here for 2 shots. He is currently 15 out of 24 from the free throw line. And he misses again. One more shot for Jervis Cole. Balled it up and I with a good pass, but he goes to save it at the sideline. And the lead remains at 8 points for Ginebra. There's Kilban. Stevens are trying to break open. This is a Joel Carpio. Kilban coming out as a pick. Stevens is going back there, but he's covered. That is Carino. That's a wild shot. Eugene Kilban with a near offensive rebound.
It took too much time to set up that shot, Ed.
Well, credit that also to the defense of the Ginebra San Miguel. They had all lanes clocked. So the time is down to half a minute. With Ginebra enjoying an 8-point advantage.
They're just wasting the time.
Yes.
Pepsi won't give up the foul.
High pass broken up by Eugene Kilban. Might have Carino spots Stevenson downstairs. Stevenson moving against Cole, and he gets the bucket. 15 seconds to go. 6-point lead by Ginebra. Dondra Palayo is in the front court.
off the pole. Recognized the foul, but looks like, Pepsi's conceding this game already.
Bad pass, I don't know the parada, but it hit the shoulder of Alulor before bouncing out of bounds.
So Ginebra will pick up their first win here in the 1992 season.
Oh, what a high balance play there. The Chico Loizaga scored on the attempt, and Manny Victorino runs out of space.
A little inbound from this side because Victorino touches before going out.
Let's see what happened here. Manny Victorino getting hot under the collar.
Oh, that's something that shouldn't happen, especially in dying seconds of the game, which has been decided already.
Roger Navarro was trying to get the last save. The score is 114 to 106 Ginebra, winning over the Pepsi Cola Hotshots. And don't forget our Johnny best player will be announced after these rolls. There you have it, the final score. Ginebra San Miguel winning by 8 points over the Pepsi Cola Hotshots, 114 to 106. Ginebra San Miguel successful in staving off several attempts at a comeback by the Pepsi Cola Hotshots. Actually, the Ginebra squad led most of the way, coming off a 12-point advantage early on in the first quarter. The Pepsi Cola Hotshots did make several attempts to try and overhaul that lead, but as we said, Ginebra San Miguel was able to stave them off. And one of the major factors in this Ginebra win was a big revelation in this ballgame. We're talking about Sonny Cabatu, our Jollibee best player off the game. He had 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists, not to mention a lot of chutzpah in this particular game displayed, which also seemed to serve as an inspiration to his other teammates to give them this first win in the first conference of the 1992 season for Ginebra San Miguel.